Hi everyone, and welcome again to this course. Today I am very excited here to share with you this topic. This topic is about alternative assessment, and welcome again. Alternative assessment, what is that? Okay, so this is a form of student performance grading that allows for a more holistic approach to student assessment. In other words, it's a different, right? The word it says is by itself, alternative way to evaluate, to assess students' performance rather than just like on a normal test, that boring written test that we have all taken at least once, more than once in our lives, that doesn't really let us or have led us to express our, all of our ideas about the topics we have learned so far in different courses, along our academic background in life. Okay, one of the benefits or some of the benefits alternative assessment gives is that the student has the opportunity to demonstrate the depth and score of what they have learned rather than being limited to just a few responses on a traditional test or exam, as I was mentioning before, right? Instead of just like asking a student how many types of art do you know, and instead of students saying just like 7, they can like show it or present it like through a portfolio, through a video. Like, we give them the opportunity to provide the result they have reached and sharing their point of view, whatever they have learned, like giving it personality, giving it something more than just a plain answer, right? That maybe they're gonna forget in a couple of weeks. Also, students are enabled to provide their own responses rather than simply selecting from a given list of options. Yeah, I already said it before. We are giving them the opportunity to express themselves, to basically share their ideas, share their thoughts about the topic they have learned. They are being not just black and white, but actually telling their story about it, telling how they learned what they learned, and give examples of it. So you might wonder now, okay, but how can I assess my students besides, quizzes or midterms or exams? Well, there are plenty of options, and you can find a lot of options on the website about examples of how perform an alternative assessment. We have some examples here, like essay or responses, where students are, we have those students, I've had them, I'm sure you've had them, who enjoy really writing their ideas, who really enjoy to like get all the thoughts they have and put them in a piece of paper. Like, they're really skilled at it, and why not giving them the opportunity to use that skill to share with the class, with us, and with their friends maybe what they learned in the class. Also, our presentations, I think we have used them, but maybe you didn't know that that's a type of alternative assessment, because we are evaluating their progress, we are evaluating how they respond to the knowledge they've acquired. Portfolios of compiled work, everything that they have already learned along the classes, in the weeks, in the year, the semester, we can like ask them to present all of those tasks, all of those pieces of papers with information they created in class, like to put them all together in a creative way, in a attractive way, to show an evidence of what they learned. Short answer questions and demonstrations of a concept strategy. Yes, we can ask them questions. Of course we can. But it's not recommended. I will not suggest just like ask a question and that's all. No. Let's go ahead and ask a question and ask them to demonstrate why they answer what they answer. Let's give them the opportunity to use their critical thinking to show their ideas, their thoughts. Another good example is project-based assignments, problem-based assignments as well, presentations in general, reports, reflective pieces like 1-minute paper after you've shared a topic or after an oral presentation by another group in the class. Concept maps. I really like concept maps because you can share what you learned in a brief way. Like you really like extract the most important thing of a topic and boom, you use like different shapes, hearts, clouds, stars, whatever, and the idea is there. What they learned is there. Critical analysis, case-based scenarios. This can be applied for higher levels, students from universities, professionals in general, and we can adapt the level according to our students. You can adapt the complexity of the scenarios according to our students' levels. Some tips that I would like to share to you when applying alternative assessment is that you can use multiple forms of assessment that align with learning goals in each unit. Different kind of ways, different kind of tools you can apply. You can consider eliminating midterms and final exams, or you can give them a different name, right? Instead of saying, okay, we'll have a midterm, you can say, okay, we are going to present a portfolio. And what they don't know is that that's actually a midterm, right? Or a final exam, okay, we are going to have a final project in which you are going to show this and this. And I think taking out the word exam takes also the stress out of them, which doesn't really help our students to be really concentrated and motivated in their class. Allow students to self-assess and engage in peer review and revision when possible. Let them be their own criticals. Let them be the ones who look at their works, look at their work and at their projects and make them think, okay, I think I can improve here, or okay, I think this is one of my skills, or well, I think I'm really good at this, or I really enjoyed doing this. And being your own critical, it's one of the hardest things in life. And if we give them the opportunity, the chance to improve that part, of them, we are going to help them and prepare them for the future. Revise late work and zero policies. Yeah, like you can establish your own policies, and you can establish okay, we are going to have this activity instead of calling them an exam or a midterm, but here is how I need it to be performed. Here is when it needs to be performed and delivered. Allow students to do test corrections to show they understand their mistakes. Yeah, we can give them the opportunity to correct themselves, and we can give them feedback. Once we can help them on that, we can, after they already analyzed what their weaknesses are, we can go ahead and give them our opinion too. Refrain from grading the first assignment each semester. Okay, so yeah, each semester we can go ahead and tell them, okay, remember this project, you did it this way, and remember we evaluated your knowledge through a portfolio. We can okay, this time we're going to do it, but we're going to include this and that. You're implementing new ideas on them. Use different learning strategies to include challenging project problem-based learning as part of each unit. Yes, this is something really important. To include projects, to include problems. Problems that they can solve, they can find a solution to. They will feel motivated, they will feel engaged, they will feel important. People need and people enjoy and love to feel important. Let's give them the chance to feel themselves important, because they are. Well, thank you so much. I really hope you enjoyed this topic. And well, see you next time. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching.